Hello, my beautiful friend, and welcome to Heaven of the Heart. This is your safe space to pause, breathe, and find strength again. Here, we talk about self-care, love, and the gentle power that lives within every woman. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Let's begin.
Have you ever sat at your desk and thought, is this it? Is this all life is meant to be? Maybe your job looks perfect on the outside. Good salary, nice title, people even envy you for it. But deep inside, you feel empty, drained, and disconnected. Or maybe you've chosen a job you love, something that lights you up. But then the doubt creeps in. Am I making enough? What if people think I'm not successful? What if I never grow beyond this? This is the silent struggle many women carry. Society often tells us to chase success, but it rarely asks, are you happy? In this episode, we're going to explore the real difference between a good job and a happy job. We'll talk about why so many women feel torn between these two paths, the hidden costs of each choice, and most importantly, how to create a balance that doesn't force you to sacrifice yourself. Because at the end of the day, a job is not just about paying bills. It's about shaping the life you live every single day. And your life deserves more than just survival. It deserves joy, purpose, and peace. The myth of the good job. From the moment we step into adulthood, the world starts whispering into our ears. Find a good job. But what does a good job really mean? For many people, it's the job that pays well, looks respectable, and makes your parents proud. A job with a title people recognize. Something that feels safe, solid, and secure. But behind the polished title and the paycheck, many women find themselves quietly suffocating. The deadlines never end, the office politics drain their spirit, and every morning feels heavier than the last. On the outside, it looks like success. On the inside, it feels like survival. A good job can give stability, but stability without joy can feel like a golden cage. You may have money to buy nice things, but no time or energy to enjoy them. You may earn respect from society, but lose the connection with yourself. The beauty of a happy job. Now let's talk about the other side, the happy job. This is the path many women secretly dream about. It may not always come with the highest paycheck or the fanciest title, but it fills you with light. It's the work you wake up excited to do, the kind that doesn't just take from you, but gives back to you too. Maybe it's teaching, creating, writing, designing, baking, healing, or building something that matters. A happy job is often deeply personal. It connects to who you are, not just what you do. But here's the challenge. Society often dismisses these paths. People may say, that's not practical, or you'll never make enough from that. Many women step away from their passion because they fear judgment or because they truly need financial stability. And so happiness takes a back seat. Yet deep inside, you know when your soul is starving. Even if the money is enough, the emptiness grows. And one day you look around and realize a secure life without happiness doesn't feel like living at all. The hidden costs of each choice. Here's the truth. Neither path is perfect. Both a good job and a happy job come with costs. The cost of a good job: stress, burnout, loneliness, a sense of disconnection. You may have financial comfort, but lack energy for family, friends, or yourself. Mental health often pays the price. The cost of a happy job: uncertainty, financial instability, judgment from others. You may need to fight harder to prove your worth and sometimes sacrifice material comfort to keep your joy alive. But the key is this: which cost are you willing to carry? Every choice in life has a price. The real question is, Which price brings you closer to peace, and which one steals it from you? Stories of women who chose differently. Let's imagine two women. The first one works in a prestigious law firm. Her parents beam in pride when they introduce her. She earns a generous salary, she wears designer suits, and on Instagram, her life looks flawless. But every night, she cries silently in her car before driving home. Her heart is tired, her soul feels small. She has success, but no joy. The second one teaches yoga in a small studio. Her income is modest, her lifestyle simple. People sometimes question her choices. Like, you're so smart. Why didn't you go corporate? Why didn't you choose a more stable path? But every morning she wakes up smiling. She feels alive in her own skin. She doesn't have everything, but she has peace. And that, for her, is everything. Neither woman is wrong. Both are navigating their own truth. But their stories remind us of the deeper question. Are you living for other people's applause or for your own peace of mind? The balance we're all searching for. Now let's talk about balance, because maybe the real answer isn't choosing one extreme or the other. Maybe it's about weaving them both together. What if you could have a job that gives financial stability and still leaves space for joy? Sometimes this means negotiating your work hours. Sometimes it means keeping a good job, but creating small spaces for passion projects on the side. Sometimes it means slowly building your dream job while still leaning on stability until you're ready to leap. Balance looks different for everyone. For some women, it's climbing the corporate ladder but setting firm boundaries to protect their mental health. For others, it's starting their own business while keeping part-time work to stay financially safe. For some, it's switching careers entirely, even if it means starting over. The truth is, there is no one formula. The balance you create must fit your life, your needs, and your values, not society's checklist. Practical steps toward alignment. Here are some steps that may help. 1. Define your non-negotiables. What do you absolutely need from a job? Financially, emotionally, spiritually. Write them down. 2. Listen to your body. Burnout, stress, and dread are signals. Your body often knows when your work isn't aligned. 3. Test before you leap. If you're drawn to a passion, try it part-time first. See if it sustains both your joy and your bills. 4. Stop chasing applause. Other people don't live your life. You do. Their approval won't carry you through the nights you feel empty. 5. Remember seasons. Life has seasons. Sometimes you choose stability because you need it. Sometimes you choose passion because your heart needs it. Neither choice is forever. You can always shift. The deeper truth. At the heart of it all, this question, good job or happy job, isn't just about work. It's about life. Work is where we spend most of our waking hours. It shapes our days, our mood, our energy. When we sacrifice happiness entirely, we lose ourselves. When we sacrifice stability entirely, we lose safety. The answer isn't about choosing good or happy once and for all. It's about continuously choosing yourself, listening, adjusting, and being brave enough to change when your soul whispers, "This isn't right anymore." Because in the end, your career is just a chapter. But your happiness, it's the story of your whole life. Sometimes, after we hear conversations like this, the mind begins to wander, so what about me? Where do I stand in all of this? This is the moment to pause, not for judgment, but for gentle honesty with yourself. Because your career path is not about right or wrong, good or bad. It's about alignment. It's about whether your daily work is supporting or draining your soul. Take a deep breath with me now. Imagine you're looking at your life from above, like an observer watching your day unfold. What do you see? Do you see a woman who wakes up with light in her eyes? Or do you see someone forcing herself out of bed, whispering, "Just get through today"? This is not about blaming yourself. This is about listening. Because too often we silence our inner voice and replace it with the world's voice. The world says, "You should be grateful. You have a stable job." The world says, "You should aim higher, make more, do more." And somewhere in that noise, your true feelings get buried. But the truth is, your feelings are valid. The exhaustion you feel is real. The excitement you feel when you imagine a different path is real. The longing you have for something more, whether that's balance, growth, or freedom, is real. Let me ask you a few questions to sit with. When was the last time you felt proud of your work, not just because of the title or paycheck, but because it genuinely made you happy? If money didn't exist, would you still be doing what you do today? Do you feel like your work allows you to grow into the woman you want to be? Or is it holding you back? These questions are not easy. Sometimes the answers hurt, but they are doorways that lead you closer to clarity. And here's something important to remember. Choosing happiness doesn't always mean quitting your job tomorrow. It can start small. It can mean carving out space in your life for something that lights you up, even if it's just 1 hour a week. It can mean shifting your perspective at work, setting boundaries, or daring to ask for what you need. Reflection is not about creating guilt. It's about creating awareness. And awareness is powerful because once you see clearly, you can no longer lie to yourself. You can no longer pretend that fine is enough when your heart is crying out for more. You deserve work that honors both your strength and your softness. You deserve a life where stability and joy can walk hand in hand. So tonight, when the noise of the day quiets down, I invite you to take out a notebook or simply sit in silence and ask yourself, am I living my life for approval or for peace? Whatever the answer is, hold it gently. You don't need to fix everything in one day, but awareness is the first step toward change, and change is always possible. No matter what path you choose, never forget this. Your worth is not defined by your job. Society may try to convince you otherwise. It may celebrate women with high salaries, fancy titles, or big promotions. It may look down on those who choose slower, simpler paths. But here's the truth that no one can take away from you. Your value as a woman, as a human being, is not measured in numbers, titles, or applause. Your worth is in the way you love, the way you care, the way you carry yourself through challenges. It's in the quiet strength you show when no one is watching. It's in the resilience you've built from every scar and setback. A good job can give you recognition, but it doesn't make you more valuable. A happy job can give you peace, but it doesn't mean you're taking the easy way out. Both choices are valid. What matters most is that the choice you make honors who you are inside. Please remember this. If you choose a stable job for now, it doesn't mean you've given up on joy. It just means you're providing safety for yourself, maybe for your family. That is love, and love is strength. If you choose a happy job that others don't understand, it doesn't mean you're irresponsible. It means you're brave enough to live in alignment with your soul. That is courage, and courage is strength. Your path doesn't have to look like anyone else's. Comparison will only steal your joy. The woman you need to impress is not out there. It's the woman staring back at you in the mirror. Repeat this to yourself when the doubts creep in. I am more than my paycheck. I am more than my title. I am allowed to choose joy. I am worthy of a life that feels good to me. Sometimes we forget that self-worth is not built on what we produce, but on who we are. Work is part of life, but it should never replace your identity. So, whether you're climbing the corporate ladder or walking a quieter path, hold your head high. You are not behind. You are not less. You are not failing. You are simply living your own journey, and that journey is enough. The next time someone asks, "What do you do?" remember that their question is not the full story of who you are. You are not just your job. You are a whole universe of dreams, experiences, and love. And you deserve to live a life where work supports your happiness, not one where work steals it away. As we close today's episode, I want you to carry one thought with you. Your career is only one part of your life, but your happiness is your whole life. Don't let the world convince you that stability without joy is enough. Don't let fear convince you that choosing happiness is reckless. And don't let comparison convince you that your path must look like anyone else's. You deserve a life where success and peace walk hand in hand. You deserve mornings where you don't dread the day ahead. You deserve work that nourishes you, not just drains you. So wherever you are on your journey, take a gentle step today. Maybe it's setting a boundary at work. Maybe it's carving out an hour for something you love. Maybe it's simply allowing yourself to admit, this isn't enough for me anymore. And that's okay. Because the bravest choice a woman can make is to honor herself, to choose a life that feels true, not just one that looks good. Thank you for spending this time with me in Heaven of the Heart. If today's message touched you, please subscribe and share it with another woman who may need this reminder. Together, we create a circle of women who choose not just survival, but joy. Until next time, may your days be filled with courage, your work be filled with meaning, and your heart always remember, you are worthy of both success and happiness.
Thank you for spending this time with me on Heaven of the Heart. Remember, you are worthy of care, love, and happiness every single day. If today's message touched your heart, please share it with another woman who needs this reminder too. Until next time, take care of your body, your mind, and your soul. And never forget, beauty has no age, and your heart is your true home.